J. Micah Hancock here for an All Israel News live update for 28 May 2024. An IDF airstrike on late Sunday night killed two Hamas operatives, Yassin Rabia and Khaled Najjar, both overseeing operations in the West Bank for Hamas, were killed in an airstrike at a Hamas facility in Rafah. The IDF released a statement saying that the operation was based on precise intelligence and used precision weapons. However, following the incident, reports came out in the Palestinian media and on social media claiming that dozens of people had been killed in the strike. The IDF later stated that they were opening an investigation into the incident, but affirmed once again that the operation had been conducted based on precise intelligence and using precise munitions, which they claimed was within the bounds of international law. Palestinian sources, including the Gaza Health Ministry, reported 35 deaths initially. The number later rose to over 45 deaths. There are some claims that shrapnel from the explosions may have ignited fuel tanks. At the same time, the tents that were set up in which the fire broke out in and burned through, causing many civilian deaths, were set up in an area that was outside of the humanitarian zone which Israel had called on the Rafah civilians to flee to. The facility was near a UN compound, and there are still concerns about whether Hamas was present in the UN compound or just adjacent to it. Both Hamas and the Palestinian Authority are demanding international action to stop the IDF operation in Rafah. At the same time, in the EU, many EU leaders, including Spain and Germany, have called the action in Rafah and the incident an outrage, and saying that Israel has to obey the International Court of Justice order, saying that it has to terminate the Rafah operation due to the risk of civilian casualties. The IDF, however, maintains and insists on the legality of the operation, saying that it took necessary steps to restrict the damage. They claim that they used lower force munitions, and again said that the operation was based on intelligence of the precise location of those two Hamas operatives. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, in a speech Monday evening, acknowledged the incident, calling it a regrettable incident. He also acknowledged that the IDF is currently investigating the matter. However, he said that international outrage and pressure on Israel as a result of this incident is playing into the hands of Hamas. In his speech, he discussed Yahya Sinwar sitting in his bunker underground, rubbing his hands in pleasure that the international community is doing his job for him by putting pressure on Israel to stop the war. He said that Israel will not give in and will continue the operation. The IDF chief military prosecutor also said that an investigation has been opened and that all findings will be made clear, but stressed again that Israel and the IDF operate according to the rules of law. The IDF also said that as of right now, around 70 investigations have been opened by its investigative unit into claimed violations of military law and the laws of war. Monday evening, an Egyptian soldier was confirmed to have been killed in an incident involving shooting between Israeli and Egyptian forces across the Rafah border. The IDF announced almost immediately after the news broke about the incident that it was opening an investigation. Both Egypt and Israeli armies have accused the other side of shooting first. However, the IDF said that in addition to their investigation, they have reached out to the Egyptian military command to try to de-escalate the matter and to cooperate on troop movements in the area. Egypt has consistently opposed any IDF operations in Rafah and has accused Israel of bombing tents in a humanitarian zone in the incident previously mentioned. The situation in Rafah remains tense as the IDF continues operations despite international pressure. The Israeli government has also said that it will maintain operations until its goals are achieved, regardless of the international pressure on it. This has been J. Micah Hancock with a live update for All Israel News. Follow us for all the important news out of Israel.